Healing Arts Scotland is a collaboration between Scottish Ballet and the Jameel Arts Health Lab, established in collaboration with the World Health Organization. And we have been working on Healing Arts Scotland, which has finally come together this week. We're in Aberdeen today. It's the fourth day of an entire week of festivities, celebration, a bit of show and tell around different projects and around research that people have been engaged in, both here in Scotland and around the world. Healing Arts Scotland is the first nationwide activation of arts and health. So we have done some wonderful activations in cities and towns across different countries, but Scotland has the distinction of being the first country to say, we're all in, we're interested, and we're gonna show you what we've been up to.
It's been a beautiful day already, like all of the other days of this event. It's been full of energy and excitement and interest and provocation and really great dialogue.
Here in Aberdeen, we've heard some incredibly compelling projects of the role of the arts in people's homes, in community, in places of confinement like prisons. And the projects have been incredibly rigorous, compelling, engaging, and the short films that have been shown really tell the stories well. And then we continued with a panel focusing on what does research have to do with this? In what ways do we try to document what's working, for what purpose, how, and for who? And it was a great conversation.
What HAS has done for us is made us come together, and we're seeing where the future lies of us actually beginning to partner on this subject as well as other things. Is how do we as organisations in the Northeast begin to really embrace arts and health and take it forward at the next steps so that we can just keep going. We want a sustainable model. What can we do? How do we do it? And we need to work together to do that. And that is what HAS has brought for us.
We've had great dialogue today about research, for one thing, and about what research can do to help, both at the community level and at a policy level. We've talked so much about the importance of research alongside stories and lived experience, and recognize that what we know as human beings so deeply about the benefits of the arts has a place alongside research and is really, really important as we build this field and even as we work for investment and opportunities for people to engage in the arts for their health.
What value do the arts bring to health? And when we're thinking about health, we're thinking about how we think about health in our everyday lives. We're thinking about it when we go and seek out care. So what do the arts have to do when we're in hospital or when we're seeking out a therapeutic experience? So we could bring the creative arts therapies into that, for example. And we're also thinking about the role of the arts in public health. So can we understand the arts as a health behavior? And certainly we believe that we can, that just like riding a bicycle and getting good exercise and getting fresh air and getting enough sleep, the arts are just good for you. So we need to create opportunities for people to engage in the arts everywhere possible.
The benefit in Aberdeen is already started coming apparent, actually. I think through our steering group discussions and the panel discussions we've already had over Zoom and with the delegates, I think Aberdeen's really well placed to have a little microclimate of what are the next steps, how do we knit together? Because we all work in silos because we're all funded differently, whether you're arts and culture or NHS or prison services or academics. So I think it's about how do we join the dots here and how can we make sure more people can benefit from arts and health, and how can we shout a little bit louder.
And one of the roles of Culture Aberdeen, which is the collective of all the arts organisations within the city, one of their roles will be to pull these strands together. And we've been doing some of that, looking at the role of freelance artists in this sector, the role of organisations, other subjects around health. What is health and wellbeing in its widest sense, and who else has good examples? So our role now will be, we had 4 or 5 events around this, is to start putting some more action together and responding to this demand, because the demand today has been exceeded our expectations and has come from a whole wide range of sectors. And it's not just artists talking to artists or medical people talking to medical. It's actually beginning to cross over, and we've got to keep that momentum going.
It's also about being true to yourself, finding a new you if you need to, finding a new future if all your futures have changed, and finding hope.
What was so wonderful was a number of communities coming in and demonstrating what they've been doing, singing for health, dance for Parkinson's disease. And it wasn't only the researchers speaking about it, it was people with lived experience saying, this is what I find valuable about it, and let me teach you how I do it.